guys, thanks for joining me here. My name's Amanda and this is Moonlight Messenger. So today's reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's just get right on into it, guys. First card comes up, the Tower. So it's been a little tumultuous, possibly having some relationships or some old ways of being fall just apart and you just can't keep it together. This is a Five of Pentacles that covers this obstacle. It's possible that this Tower moment has not come completely to its peak yet, but rest assured, each time that we face these massive changes in our lives, it's always going to be for either the better of someone else or the better of ourselves, or honestly, it can usually benefit everybody that's involved. There could be somebody in your life at this time that you just have no good to operate together at this point in time anymore. There might be some old ideas or concepts in your life that just have expired and you're no longer in agreement with. This honestly can be a family member or somebody that you care about a lot, and you just kind of have to run for cover and hope that they make it out okay too. So it's a fend for yourself kind of a situation that I believe when we're in good graces, we'll always have the protection of the divine, that our protection is granted to us based on our loyalties, honestly, our loyalties to what serves us in our spirituality. It's like following your destiny. If you have a Tower moment coming with someone, it's really hard to create a good situation that will avoid the Tower burning down. So what covers this moment is the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles tells us about change and shifting and just not being able to operate within these parameters any longer. And that's what, like, you might want to hold this together instinctively just because it's so long-standing part of your life, such a long-standing part of your life. But it truly is something that you're not going to be able to keep up all on your own any longer. The Page of Swords comes up in your highest point in the intentions of this reading. So this is about understanding things in a totally new way, as the page is brand new to his studies. That sword he carries is a new mentality, a new idea, a new perspective, new knowledge, new wisdom, just a new beginning and a new way of seeing things. And in your base of the reading here we have the Temperance. So this is representing the inspiration, the motivation to continue forward and to find that silver lining that can cause you to smile in a storm. It's the patience element that I see most in Temperance, that you can find an opportunity to slow down even when things are running kind of hot. In the past, you've had the energy of the King of Cups. This is a leadership position, a leadership role in love. This person or people that you were dealing with right now had a lot of love for you, or you had a lot of love for them, and leadership was very solid there. And in the future, you have the King of Swords. So you still have this leadership quality with these people. This isn't going to change. This energy is shifting to, yes, I love you, but I also need you to know the truth. So this wisdom is coming through the love, and it's like tough love. And then it truly is an element of leadership for the future. I don't see your role in these people's lives shifting that much. It's just the perspective of the role. You are not responsible for tending to everyone's love life, everyone's spirituality, everyone's fulfillment. You are not God. Nobody here gets to decide how we will make each other feel or see or love or experience life. Unfortunately, Cancer, you really do care, and you really do want people to come to their best and highest potential in this life, and especially the ones that you love dearly. Those people will receive the harder end of judgment when it comes to how you will be giving this tough love. And it's nothing like you don't want them to be happy. You want them to be happy more than anything. You just also now want yourself to be happy too, in a sense that you can be allowed to speak the truth. This sword represents the truth of the future, not just the love of the past. It's both now. You're transforming this relationship of being an honestly a person that's just going to burn for the sake of others. But the sake of others at this point is they're playing a victim. You cannot burn for these ideals at all anymore. You have discovered way too much power to continue on this way, and that's the temperance. That truly is the idea that you have succeeded so far in your faith, you've succeeded so far in your journey. You can no longer allow people to dictate which direction your faith will be steered any longer. In the current moment, the Fool comes up here. The Fool represents the word, my key word for the Fool is belief, faith. It's really, the reason I say that is because he is so driven towards whatever he's inspired by that he is literally just dreaming until he walks off of a cliff. But he's not concerned about being a fool. He's really indulging in these beliefs and these dreams, and that's the energy that this moment carries for you, is to really indulge in the energy that will take you as far as faith like a child will, and that's pretty far. The Chariot comes up here in your time to move, and that is quickly, swiftly, but with a lot of control and restraint. The Chariot moves very swiftly but rapidly in dual directions with two horses guiding the Chariot. It is a lot to be able to manage simultaneously, successfully, to go the correct directions. In the time of your hope, or in the placement of your hopes and fears, you have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles represents a lot of hard work. Will this go to fruition? Yes, it will. In the end here, you have the Ten of Wands, completion of the soul, completed, actualized. This will be an opportunity for you to lay down these burdens. Excuse me. An opportunity for you to lay down the burdens that have been weighing on your journey, weighing you down every step of the way. Every little bit of self-confidence lacking is yours in the realm of carrying these burdens all this journey long. How to establish a shift from something so deadly serious, to walk away from such destruction and such manipulation and such victimhood. How to step into a placement of whimsy and happiness and glorified. It's just a glorified journeyman that is on a journey. He's just never-ending journey. Transmuting that energy is going to require that inspiration by prayer, by allowing yourself the space required to learn how to communicate and how to perceive that positivity first. How to communicate the love of the kings and the wisdom of the kings in the future. How to decipher this tough love from a love that was once way too codependent. There's a lot to learn when it comes to finding the inspiration and learning the ways of this new perception, the ways of this hard work coming to fruition without actually seeing how. That faith that it will come to fruition. That faith that you'll be able to manifest. Because you might have fears that you won't be able to successfully move forward without these connections in your life, without whoever this is that you're burning this tower down with. But remember, we always have an opportunity to build again in a bigger fashion. Once things are demolished, that lays a lot of open ground to build something new that is going to serve you, that is going to have a rightful place in your life. And if these people involved do have a rightful place in your life and in inspiring you and have an opportunity to encourage you, and you can simultaneously support one another in your journey, then they're rightfully in your journey. But if they're a burden to this journey, the Fool will have less of a smile on his face. It's difficult to let your guard down around people who you ought not to let your guard down around. And that's just it. Once upon a time, you did let your guard down. You did love with everything you had, and now you see an opportunity for the future. It has to be a new type of leadership. It has to be a new type of inspired love. It has to be more of a tough love. And you know that because each one of these burdens that has built up in your space, it seems that it's still there in your space, and it is only you that can forgive and forget and release. It is only you that can surrender these burdens that have piled up within your heart. And I promise that the moment that you release these opportunities of failure from the past, that's the moment that you have more space in your heart as the tower burns down and crumbles to dust. You have more space to build. And these communications that the King of Swords will rule are yours to decide each individual moment how you will be navigating, how you will be deterring left from right and steering ultimately in that one precise direction that you ought to be going. Stay really mindful about how you're connecting with people, and try not to burn these bridges completely down. They might be repairable in the future to build something greater than what you already have now. Just really focusing on communicating with people openly and honestly and standing up for yourself. Cancer, this is really important for you to stand up for yourself in this point in time. So I really hope you guys have a wonderful August. Thank you so much for watching, and all of your likes and all of your comments and all of your shares, and all of those of you who are joining my community and subscribing. I thank you so much for being a part of this group and for waiting out my new month's readings. If you have anything to share, please comment them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next month. Bye!